coming up to 10 to 9 on Saturday the 14th of December. I've dragged myself out of bed to go to Theatre Train today. It's the last one of the year and we're doing a show and tell to parents. I've had a shower, washed my hair, put some makeup on, and now I'm absolutely wiped out. We'll be a little bit later today. It should be fun, but oh my God, I really could just do with staying at home. Sorry about that coughing. I'm so behind for Christmas. I'm really panicking about it. I know what'll be will be, but I've had 2 days off work this week, which is stressing me out because that's less money earned. Less to put in the coffers for Christmas. We haven't even bought a Christmas tree yet. I don't think we're going to. I think we normally have our trash tree in the kitchen. We're just going to have it in here. Husband is on the mend, which is really good. But hopefully I'll be home by about 2:30, 2:45. And then I can go to bed. And then I've got tomorrow and Monday to recuperate before I go back to work on Tuesday. I've got to go to work on Tuesday. I can't afford to have another day off. And yeah, I'll catch up with you when I'm feeling a bit better. Maybe when I get back today. Monday, 16th of December. I'm going to sit and have a little chat with you in a minute. When I get home, I'm just having a really gentle walk to the post office to post Dee's socks. I'm sorry I look such a state. It's been a while since I've spoken to you. The work on Saturday for Theatre Train went really well. My Elf Apprentice piece based on The Apprentice was really good. Still breathless. Harry's just got back from a weekend away, full of excitement. He went to Newcastle for the first time. God, I look awful. I didn't do anything yesterday, just rested. Saturday really took it out of me. My dad's missing me, I haven't seen him for a while. I'm just getting really panicky about Christmas now. Harry said he's home for a while. Hold on. Just coughing. I think I am resigned to the fact that Christmas is going to be a very pared down event this year. I'm hoping to go back to work tomorrow, but I don't know if I feel like this. I can't see it happening, to be honest. When I get back, sorry, I had to stop to cough again. When I get back, I'm going to have a nice hot drink, have a little chat with you, open a couple of advents and do my romance page for the art club. I think that's it for me today. I'll see you when I get home. Guys, I'm sorry, the light is so shocking. I've tried with the lights on, I've tried with the lights off. Oh, it's just the time of year, isn't it? It's dreadful. Anyway, it is what it is, so just persevere and I'll try and get this done as quickly as possible. So I'm going to do my little romance art page, and yeah, I'm not firing on all cylinders, so hopefully this will turn out all right. Anyway, I've just sent Dee's socks off in the post, and I'd put a sticker on. Postman at the counter stuck the paid for sign right over the sticker. I had a right go at him. Anyway, when I was going through my stickers, I found this and I thought, oh, that would be quite nice for romance. And then I looked closely and I thought, no. I did like the colours, but yeah, I'm not going to be using that. But I thought we'd have a Tim Holtz photo booth photo. So I have just cut this with some deckle-edged scissors. And I think I'm just going to knock the edge off that. That's going to be my focal point for romance, a little couple in love. And I love how the photo has been touched up with a little bit of pink. So we're going to try and emulate some pinks and greys. I don't know what this colour is going to be like. I've got this Lindy's Magicals spray. I'm just going to move that out of the way because I don't want it straight away. And I thought I'd do a little bit of a subtle background. And I'm going to get this everywhere, no doubt. I'm going to spritz the back of my stencil with this, and in fact actually it's not a colour that I want to use. I'm going to knock some of that colour off, and I'm going to put this on my piece of 4-inch square watercolour card. Look at that, that's nice, isn't it? I'm going to put that like that. And like that. And I'm going to mop up with some kitchen paper. Now that is completely a different colour to what I thought it would be, but actually, do you know what? In the cold light of day, it's all right there. And this is just going to add a little bit of subtle background. I'm just going to spritz a little bit more on that little bit there, knock the colour back with some water. So this is a Lindy's Magicals, and it has got a bit of mica in it, and just go there. And then we will pop you out of the way. I could have got a bit more out of that. What a pity I didn't do this on card, because that's quite nice. This is a Tim Holtz stencil. Let's move you out of the way. Oh guys, I'm so fed up of this virus, I can't tell you. I need a bit of paper. Can I use you? Or use you? Oh, right, there we go. Shouldn't really use that. Okay, there we go. Can you see I've got a very soft pink? Now, what do I want to do next? I want to add a bit more texture to this with a bit of stamping. And I'm going to add this text stamp here. You've seen me use this recently. I think I might have used it on my tag actually. Let's get the block out. You do, you will. I'm going to use Hickory Smoke just for a little bit more depth. How have I been going? 4 minutes. Let's get it the right way up though. We'll have you there like that. You there like that. You there like that. Maybe just one more. Do you get it the right way up there, Ashley? Like that. Maybe just a little bit up there. That will do. Now, I think I will just ink around the edges with this. I was going to use the dark grey, or the Hickory Smoke I should say, but no, we'll just do that. So I like how we've got a little bit of romance. It's kind of, I don't know, it makes me think of vintage wallpaper, romantic wedding dresses or something. I don't know. I really quite like that effect. Now, I did find this. I was having a little rootle through and I found this little tiny charm. I thought I'd like to put that on somewhere with a little bit of thread. So I need to poke a hole with my poker tool, but I do want to put my image on first. Do I want it centered or do I want it at the top? I don't really want to cover that flower up. So I think I'm going to put it there, like so, top right hand corner. Let's glue you down, and then I'm going to poke a hole through both of those layers so I can thread that little heart dangle on. I've got some little bits of twine in my drawer next to me. You know, I'm talking utter rubbish, I am sorry. Anyway, I needed to get this done because it is the 16th and I can't believe where this month has gone, to be quite honest with you. Let's thread this while I'm here. I'm going to use a bit of this vintage French linen. See, that's quite romantic in itself, isn't it? Romance. And if you have joined in this month, thank you so much. If you'd like me, I've come to a conclusion. You know I'm rubbish at social media. If you want me to acknowledge that you have taken part, things passed me by, I'm really, really sorry. Drop me an email and then tell me where you've posted, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, and then I can have a look at what you've done. I think that's the best bit, because I check my emails, if not every day, every other day. There we go, nearly threaded this up. There we go. And I want that to kind of dangle there, like that. I wish I'd used what do you call it, a invisible thread, but it is what it is. Try not to poke a hole in my finger. And it's hard going through a photo booth photo and a piece of watercolour card, but by Jove, we've done it. The next little problem is going to be threading that through. I was going to put a bead on, but less is more, Ashley. Bear with. Now, what I haven't got, what I would like, is some tape. What do we think? Do we like that dangling there, like so? I think we do. And I was going to, hold on. No, I haven't got any tape with me here. Bear with a minute. There we go. I was going to put some ephemera on the back. Not on the back. Oh dear me. I was going to put some ephemera on the front, but I don't know. As they say, less is more. I'm wearing a cream jumper as I'm crafting. It's not the best colour, is it? And look, I've let that dangle too much, but never mind, it is what it is. I haven't stuck that down properly, so let's do that now. A little dab of glue there, and it's all going to ooze out, but you know, that's fine. Just smoosh that. Any labels or tickets? Quite like that there, actually. Oh no, maybe there. Yes, I quite like that, the symmetry of that. I'm not happy that that is not very tight, so I'm going to just lift that up and pull this a bit tauter if I can. See, I have not felt like crafting at all, and now I've made a right pig's ear of that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put another piece of tape down, and I'm going to stick the string to the tape. What would I do with my scissors now? Oh, dear me. The cat's fed up with me. Right, let's put you there. Take the backing off. Oh, she's playing with my starlights. She's a minx. I have to say, though, that while I've been poorly, she's really kept me company. Bless her. They say that animals know. Oh, I can see what she's playing with. She's not playing with my starlights. She's playing with a ball of wool. Right, come on. It's not a good idea to craft when you're not feeling your best. And when it's dark. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, dear, oh dear. Come on. Off you come, backing. Right, there we go. There we go. Oh, was that so hard? Yes, it was. Right. I want you like that there. And let's pop you down. There we go. Now, while this is in my hot little hand, I'm going to finish off the rest of the front in a minute. I'm going to glue this to my backing. I've got a piece, so my watercolour card is 4 inches square. So if you're new to the art club, you won't want to join after seeing this fiasco, will you? We work on a 4-inch square piece of card, any colour, because 4 inches isn't too difficult to deal with. And then I've cut this piece of black to 4 1/8. And then the pieces in my actual art journal themselves are, that's going to have to do, 4 1/4 inches, I believe. Right, there we go. Right, before we lose this piece, oh, Cat, she is an absolute minx. Now, I like this little label here because it's nicely distressed with a nice colour around the edge. Oh, Cat, she has just knocked my lights on the floor. There we go, I like that there. And then I'm just going to add a Tim Holtz clipping that is romantic-y. Oh, and then it's going to be time for a cup of tea or something. Right. Oh, so romance. We want romance. A beautiful heart to heart could be good. But I've just seen in my heart, my lonely heart. What about lonely heart? But they're not lonely. With all my heart. There we go. I'm going to put that there like that. And that is all I'm going to do. Let's clear the decks so you can see that. There we go, look. Can you see that? With all my heart. That's only taken me 15 minutes. That's not bad going, actually. I do like my background that I've done with the reverse stenciling and a little bit of Lindy's Magicals. And I don't know whether the camera's picking up the little bit of shimmer. But there we go. That is that. Take care. Well, I'm coming back. Oh my, what a mess I made of the art club page. Do comment down below what you think. I'm home now, as you can tell. Well, I must be home because I did an art page. Lesson to self, don't craft when you're not feeling very well. I've just got a black coffee. I haven't got much appetite at the moment, which is a blessing and a curse. I have just eaten some chocolate. Yeah, I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, but Pete cooked himself a bacon sandwich before I went to the post office. Or actually, while I went to the post office, he said, do you want me to wait till you come back? I said, no, I've got no appetite. So I don't know what we're going to have for tea tonight. I did eat a good dinner last night. I haven't taken any photos for Secret Diary, I'm afraid. I had, it was just what I fancied, but everything's a bit bland. I have, no taste buds. I haven't got COVID. We had, from Aldi, frozen. Used to have it back in the day. I haven't had it for ages. Lamb shanks with a mint. They're in like a mint sauce. Slow cooked. That was quite nice. Tender meat, I have to say. But yeah, could have done with a bit more flavour. Frozen mash. Because neither of us could be bothered to peel potatoes. But it needed something to soak up the sauce. And broccoli. Or who's it used to say? One of my relatives used to say broccoli. Broccoli. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you much longer today because I'm a dreadful state. But a couple of things I want to show you. This came for me. Might have been Friday. I can't remember. Lovely Christmas card from Christine's Cards and Things. Beautiful nativity scene. It just says Christmas. Subtle use of peel-offs there. I don't own any peel-offs. Well, I own a few. I don't really use them, to be honest. And it just says, to Ashley and family, wishing you all a very happy Christmas and New Year with love from Christine. I'll link Christine down below. She's just had a recent giveaway. Was it 700 subscribers? And she smashed it. Everybody that's done a giveaway recently has really smashed it. Contenta Crafts was on an 800 subscriber giveaway, and I think she's on 845 or something, which is brilliant. Andrea, of course, was on a 700 subscriber giveaway. I haven't looked recently, but she must be, well, I know that she did at least 750, so she's probably at 800 by now. And there was somebody else who was on a road to 600. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you for that, Christine. And she put me a little wallet of little bits of ephemera in. Nicely made wallet. We've got some stickers. And are they stickers or ribbons? Hard to say. I think they're stickers. And these kinds of things we all like, don't we? I'm not going to show you them all, but there's some florals and what have you. So thank you very much for Christine. It's really kind of you to think of me. And I mean that genuinely. And I'm so sorry I've not sent any happy mail this Christmas. I'm not even going to be sending Christmas cards to my relatives. I haven't got the bandwidth to write them. I was going to make them this year. I was going to make lovely Christmas cards. I'd got a plan. But no, can't get that back in there. Thank you, Christine. So I think I'm just going to put something on Facebook. Now, I've got loads of Advent things to unwrap, but I'm just going to do 3. Oh, and while I'm on it, I have to say, my nails are a mess now. But this is the Nails Ink nail varnish. I did 2 coats and then a top coat of the SC top coat. And they've held up really well. I've only touched this, I'm not giving you the finger. I've only touched this finger up. It was like a big peel off bit. And I painted it and did another top coat. But these are over 2 weeks old now, I think. And let me think, are we? Yeah. Getting on for 2 weeks old, and I haven't touched them up. And yes, they are a bit meh now, but I think those have lasted really well. Anyway, enough of that. I've got 2 here. Now, me thinks this could be a shampoo and conditioner, or a hand cream and a body cream. Let's have a little look and see. Wow. Ah, Colour Security shampoo. I could have done with that when I had my pink hair, couldn't I? I'm going to save this when I have my hair coloured again. And I have to say, the blonde has not lasted very well at all, considering I had this done in September, or was it October? October the 5th, I went to, yeah, so it was about October the 2nd or something. And we're just a few months on, not even that, and yeah. Not the best colour I've had. So this must be conditioner. Yeah, Colour Security conditioner. I've not heard of this brand. Let's have a little sniff of the shampoo, but I'll be saving this for when I do have my hair coloured next. Oh, I don't want to take the, it's got that over it. I mean, that's a sign of a good brand, isn't it, when they've sealed the Dewberry Firkin. But yeah, so that's that. And then I've got 1 more I'm going to open today. So this is number 11. That was 9, 10, 11. What do we think? Mascara, lip liner, eyebrow pencil, eye pencil. It's in a nice box. I Define Waterline Pixie. Pixie by Petra. Tight line black. It looks nice, actually. I can't get it out. I'm not going to get it out now. I'm struggling. Anyway, the last thing I'm going to do is read to you a little bit from Sons and Lovers by D.H. Lawrence. This is actually the copy of the text that I had in 1981 when I was doing my A-level English literature. This was one of my set texts. And if I show you in the beginning, I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, there are some faint pencil lines. where I've made notes. So this was published in 1913, and if you don't know, D.H. Lawrence, British author, born in Nottinghamshire. Most of his novels, I think, are set in Nottinghamshire. And this is about a woman who absolutely loves her sons. She's not in the happiest of marriages. And this is quite early on in the novel, in a chapter called The Young Life of Paul. And this is about one of her favourite sons, William, coming home at Christmas. So Christmas is a time of family, isn't it? And sometimes families are spread all over the place, and sometimes family members come home for Christmas. William was coming on Christmas Eve. Mrs. Morell surveyed the pantry. There was a big plum cake and a rice cake, jam tarts, lemon tarts and mince pies, 2 enormous dishes. She was finishing cooking Spanish tarts and cheesecakes. Everywhere was decorated. The kissing bunch of berried holly hung with bright and glittering things spun slowly over Mrs. Morell's head as she trimmed her little tarts in the kitchen. A great fire roared. There was a scent of cooked pastry. He was due at 7 o'clock, but he would be late. The 3 children had gone to meet him. She was alone. But at 6:45, Morell came in again. That's her husband. Neither wife nor husband spoke. He sat in his armchair, quite awkward with excitement, and she quietly went on with her baking. Only by the careful way in which she did things could it be told how much moved she was. The clock ticked on. "What time dost say is coming?" Morell asked for the 5th time. "The train gets in at 6:30, she replied emphatically. "Then he'll be here at 7:10. Bless you, it'll be hours late on the Midland," she said solemnly. But she hoped by expecting him late to bring him early. Morell went down the entry to look for him. Then he came back. "Goodness, man," she said, "you're like an ill-sitting hen. Hadn't you better be getting him summat to eat ready?" asked the father. "There's plenty of time," she answered. "There's not much as I can see on," he answered, muttering crossly in his chair. She began to clear the table. The kettle was singing. They waited and waited. Meantime, the 3 children were on the platform at Sethley Bridge on the Midland train line, 2 miles from home. They waited 1 hour. A train came. He was not there. Down the line, the red and green lights shone. It was very dark and very cold. "Ask him if the London train's come," said Paul to Annie when they saw a man in a tip cap. "I'm not," said Annie. "You'd be quiet. He might send us off." But Paul was dying for the man to know they were expecting someone on the London train. It sounded so grand, yet he was much too scared of broaching any man, let alone one in a peaked cap, to dare to ask. The 3 children could scarcely go into the waiting room for fear of being sent away and for fear something should happen whilst they were all off the platform. Still, they waited in the dark and cold. "It's an hour and a half late," said Arthur pathetically. "Well," said Annie, "it's Christmas Eve." They all grew silent. He wasn't coming. They looked down the darkness of the railway. There was London. It seemed the uttermost of distance. They thought anything might happen if one came from London. They were all too troubled to talk, cold and unhappy and silent. They huddled together on the platform. At last, after more than 2 hours, they saw the lights of an engine peering round, away down the darkness. A porter ran out. The children drew back with beating hearts. A great train bound for Manchester drew up. 2 doors opened, and from one of them, William. They flew to him. He handed parcels to them cheerily and immediately began to explain that this great train had stopped for his sake at such a small station as Sethley Bridge. It was not booked to stop. Meanwhile, the parents were getting anxious. The table was set, the chop was cooked, everything was ready. Mrs. Morell put on her black apron. She was wearing her best dress. Then she sat, pretending to read. The minutes were a torture to her. Said Morell. "It's an hour and a half. And those children waiting," she said. "The train can't have come in yet," he said. "I tell you, on Christmas Eve, they're hours wrong. They were both a bit cross with each other, so gnawed with anxiety. The ash tree moaned outside in a cold, raw wind, and all that space of night from London home. Mrs. Morel suffered. The slight click of the works inside the clock irritated her. It was getting so late. It was getting unbearable. At last, there was the sound of voices and a footstep in the entry. "Us here!" cried Morel, jumping up. And that's where I'm going to leave that. I might read another bit about what William brings his family from London for Christmas in another episode of Vlogmas. I tell you, it's a good job I wasn't doing Vlogmas, isn't it? Anyway, this episode is going to take me ages to edit. And anyway, please do be kind to each other. And thank you so much for your support. And hopefully next time I see you, I won't be looking like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. You have cheered me up talking to you guys. And thank you so much for keeping me company. Do take care and be nice to each other.